Personal log, Nomi Laporte. If you're Fidian, you've always been Fidian. That's all I got. Post like medical debrief, damage assessment of the convoy hit, strategic ram assessment, initial projections on Steel's countermotive. There's always a countermotive. And then while I'm showering, this scarred Hindu Polish brute cuffs me on the shoulder and says, "If you're Fidian, you've always been Fidian." Then he ducks out and leaves, still dripping. I turn to Kovacs and asked who the hell that was. That was Al-Dawa, he said. "Welcome to the lion cage. I guess we've been waiting for you." So I'm in now, part of their psychopathically utilitarianism idiocracy. Or is that meritocracy? I don't fucking know. No ribbons, no ceremony, just a punch on the shoulder and that gem of a benediction. Maybe the ceremony was the part where I did nothing to stop the murder of 3 of my own people. Shit happens, right? Like that joke. What's the difference between a surgeon and the mortician? Well, they're both gonna get the blood on the deck, but one doesn't have to worry about getting it off his hands before he starts the next guy. Even there aren't going to be any survivors, it stops feeling like murder, just a transaction. Spend lives, obtain goal. There's a certain admiral who understands that logic. Felt good to get back in the cockpit. The Ainseri handles well. Stealth capability is remarkable. Riding on a few tons of antimatter ordnance, that's also remarkable. I could remark on that at great length. Ottawa? How could it have been Ottawa? He was a little plumber guy, not a sumo star with acid burns. He keeps changing. It doesn't make any sense, unless he's some kind of master of disguise, but it wouldn't be the first time I felt this way on the ship. Again, we're all linked to some brain thing, right? So, A, I have my doubts if I'm actually in the cockpit, and B, he probably is just hopping from person to person as it suits its goals, or, as Ken said, this is not one, this is many, so Al-Dawa might be the combined consciousness of everybody. Weird. Sometimes it feels like their dreamscape is bleeding into reality here. Uniform discipline is non-existent. The operators barbecue lamb in the aft environmental deck. The Thorn and her fellow A-list vanish into their frame 16 fortress for hours at a time, communing with Cassandra, the simulator mainframe we never get to see, and which is, for unknown reasons, guarded by a platoon of combat armor. Going to take a piss. Pause log. Resume. Bellwether 412. Pretty name. A civilization of philosophers, artists, and scholars, huh? That's what we wanted to be. We should have been on the same side of this war, but reality's got in the way, and now we're just a new kind of chemistry in the blast spectrum. If you ever find out what really happened out there, it'll mean the end of the Federation, but hell, that is basically the status quo these days. Going to build some rapport with Kay, Falconer, and Vidora. Weird chemistry between them, like sharks cruising together because they're after something they can't take down alone. Vidora keeps trying to open me, and though I know I'm tempted, I can already tell she's the most dangerous of the bunch. That's what this whole place is, a federation of sharks. Personal distribution. Eyes only. From Thorn. Cassandra, 4393. Timestamp discrepancy. Why is there always timestamp discrepancies? Man, that screws with me. Like, unless they're from the future. Cassandra Xanthide, the Mole, and Who Sold Tau Degani, and your War Gods to Steel. Previous simulations have never included the name because it was on an exclusion list. People who are implicitly trusted. Looking back, it's obvious who was supposed to go on the Shep Sekaf mission but bowed out, who was close to Admiral de Tenebra, and thus to planning fleet data. The traitor is an elder, Svetlana Henriksen. Great. Al-Dawada. Thorn's message went out to you 2 hours ago. I apologize for delaying it, but the information had to remain compartmentalized until we could capture Henriksen. She was on Luna as of an hour ago. Unfortunately, our attempt to secure her failed. An SOC unit captured local transit and extracted her. Our tale reports that she was moved to the Corvette Fortitude for medical treatment, but the Diomedes class Corvette evaded them with a series of jumps. Hendrickson possesses secrets even I do not, including the details of the Elder's end-state contingency for this war. I have unilaterally authorized her termination. I don't think he means she's being fired. Hendrickson was a physicist and a statesman of considerable repute. Her personal records indicate she was motivated by a desire to end this war rapidly and decisively. She saw the Alliance as the inevitable victors. She expressed regret for the loss of Tau Degani, but contends that something termed Shambhala is a reprehensible gamble with the lives of billions and possible extinction. If she reaches Artemis Station, the sacrifices we have made to enact the Elder's plan will be rendered meaningless. I will brief you personally on the interception. Meet me in Briefing E. Look for a woman with short red hair. Why do you keep changing? Home, Shadowfax, Source Cassandra. 18 days, plus or minus 3 days until Steel attacks Earth. Great. Our tails lost the fortitude carrying Hendrickson, where it made 2 sequential jumps towards the edge of the system. The ship is now recharging its jump drive. We believe Hendrickson was badly injured during the extraction. She will be moved directly to Artemis Station or the Apotheosis for treatment and debriefing. The Fortitude will jump in as safe transit range to prevent missed jump in such a busy traffic area and deploy transports under heavy guard. Hendrickson's wounds are too severe to wait for the Corvette itself to approach Artemis. You'll take a single Sari, identify the transport carrying Hendrickson, and kill her. Oh my god. Oh, everything is permitted. Ha 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 ha. Assassin's Creed. While we have access to many GTVA encryption keys, we do not have them all. Your first target is Artemis Station's comm system. Scan it to secure keys for the local net. Our agents left the back doors in place in the system before it was abandoned. You will then identify the transport carrying Hendrickson. Those assume it will launch from the Fortitude. Another convoy is due to arrive within half an hour, and the Fortitude may have used one of its transports to move Hendrickson above them. Both transport groups will make a run for Artemis simultaneously. You'll need to use ESM equipment aboard your ship to locate Hendrickson. Instructions follow. Great. Oh no. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen for transmissions between Artemis and the Apotheosis in a convoy elements. When your ship is aimed at transport sending a message, the signal detector will make it spike. Wait until you hear a message from or regarding Hendrickson. Observe which transport gets you a signal at this time. This ship will be carrying the target. Make sure to disregard simple traffic messages. The closer you are to the transport group, the easier it will be to determine which one is transmitting, but don't stray into the path of escort fighters. They may identify you visually. Your next tool is the Artemis Station herself. When the war started, we installed backdoor programs into the systems of all assets the GTVA might capture. This includes Artemis Station. These backdoors have remained unused because exploiting them would lead to their rapid detection and removal. Obviously, the encryption keys in the comm system are our first target. Other subsystems, however, may yield further assets, valuable data, or access to networked weapon systems. Think carefully about how you arm your Sari stealth fighter. Once you reveal yourself, the transports will jump to a safe zone. Almost immediately consider anti-subsystem missiles that disable the transport. EMP missiles may also scramble escort fighters, giving you precious seconds to give away. We have attached a navigational buoy to your transport. Deploy it near the convoy group containing the target, then activate at your discretion. Transport loaded with comet cracker warheads will jump in and set a collision course for Artemis. The station will most likely scramble the nearest wing to intercept. If you're positioned to beacon correctly, the Elder's transports will go forward, giving you a window to take your shot, but once you've deployed the transport, expect the Artemis to go to high alert. Be careful to position a beacon closer to the Elder's escort than any other wing, or the transport will be wasted. When you strike, be quick about it. Energy discharge from your weapons will render you easily targeted. Without any other friendly assets, provide ECM support. Any AWACS in the area will get a lock on you and relay to every ship. Their alert system can track missile launchers, but it will take time for them to backtrack the origin. Remember, relaying yourself will also cause any non-combat ships to evacuate to an alpha site. If you spook the transport by attacking them, they will do the same. Since the transports are small, the subspace drives take a little time to charge. This is why you must This is why you must disable the target. This is why you must disable the target chip. Shrink missiles may be the easiest solution. Exfiltration is key. This is not a suicide mission, and I have no desire to lose such a promising asset. Once you are revealed, you have several options. You can simply outrun the hostile force and then jump clear once you have a safe margin, but trying to jump too quickly will get you killed. Hostile weapons fire will interrupt jump sequences and leave you helpless. Disabling AWACS radars will eliminate their locks on you, but GTVA fighters will still detect any weapons fire after that point. Your best option may be a total system shutdown. Disabling all emissions, drives, subspace, inertial couplers, and telemetry will leave you utterly stealthy, breaking a lock in your ship and allowing you to glide free on a ballistic trajectory. Make sure you're moving away from Artemis when you go ballistic. However, this tactic will not stop visual acquisition. You will need to get a lot of distance from hostile fighters before you can successfully attempt it. Oh my god. You may discover other methods of engaging the target on site. If you get access to network weapon systems, you may be able to subvert them. If you first disconnect them from their local control, let's review. Oh my god. Infiltrate Artemis. Secure keys from its comms. Identify Eldritch transport via ECM. Draw escorts off with decoy transport. Disable transport's engines. Kill her, evade, and escape. Oh my god. What do we have here? Shriek missiles. What do we have here? Gatler. Alright. 1 kilometer away. I should be 1 kilometer away when I'm lobbing missiles. Got it. And then deployed a transport the transport beacon near the fighters guarding the Elder's transport to draw some of them away. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I don't care. I do not care. Yes, 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 I get it. Let's roll. Alright. Alt match, not needed right now. I need full speed, all power to the engines. Target the comms. Let's hack the comms. Find the transport. Fuck you, Marcus Glaive. You're a prick and a traitor. And I hate everything you stand for. Why do you have a ship named the Marcus Glaive? Okay, I guess what he did would technically be classified and maybe... Like, fucking Glaive doesn't deserve to have a ship named after him. More on that when I do Silent Threat Reborn, which I will do. I'll need a little bit of a cooldown period after this campaign, though. Like, this is actually, like... I gotta be smart. I don't want to be smart. I just want to fly, man. Anyway, comms. Like, this mission does not have to be difficult. Why do I keep screwing it up? Alright, comms got 180 around. Whoa. F9. There they are. And I think you keep Sol on your right, Lambda on the right, and Omega should jump in on the left. I've done this mission way too friggin' many times now, if I know that. Anyway, get within 4 or 5 kilometers of the ships and wait for them to start talking. There's an AWACS nearby somewhere. They really stress about the clear visuals, but if you just kind of go straight in and straight out like this... Oh, there they are. You shouldn't have too much of an issue if you end up kind of going between the two groups of transports. Okay, signal strength is over there, so it's in Lambda Wing again. Alright. be a little too close to the fortitude, but whatever. Alright. So, get behind them. Now, last time I was Lambda 2. I think it's pseudo-random. Watch for signal peaks. So... Lambda, yeah, Lambda 3 is the target. So... And... beacon to deploy. And Lambda 3... 1 kilometer away. Target the engines. Call in a decoy ship. Decoy ship is in. Alright. Alright. Opening fire here. Disabling the transport. Transport disabled. Yes! Whatever secrets Elder... Like, yeah, like, God. If I just read the friggin'... They tell you, like... The strongest point in this campaign is its writing. Like, when you screw up, it's because you're an idiot. They tell you exactly what to do. Like, okay, there's that one mission, like the first mission of this campaign where it says, you could scan the AWACS to disable it, but the second you get into range... you're gonna get detected, so that's a bullshit objective. But they tell you exactly how the mission should go, and they tell you exactly what you need to do and how you need to fly. And even in the recommendations and the failed debriefings, they tell you exactly how you need to do this mission. Anyway, so right, debriefing. Whatever secrets Elder Hendrickson intended to deliver to Steele, they died with her. The security of the Federation's end-state contingency remains intact, and while it is possible that additional moles exist, the Council itself is secure. We can now operate with enhanced freedom. You performed well in the hazardous environment under tremendous pressure, and in doing so lived up to the expectations placed on the most reliable of operators. I am pleased. Your diligent execution of the mission is to be commended. You executed the attack with textbook precision. Admiral Steele's reaction to the loss of such a critical asset has been outwardly restrained, but make no mistake, there is a shadow war underway in the halls of power on both sides of this war. Our agents and their agents, our stealth ships and theirs, are hunting each other in the offices and dark places at this very moment. He sees us as a threat now. He knows he has met an equal. Examination of your flight data indicates your ship was never struck by hostile fire. I will make it quietly known amongst our operators that your skills are to be studied and emulated. Please don't do that. I just got lucky. Recommendations. Personal log, Nomi Laporte. 1 down. Personal log, Edenium, Nomi Laporte. Oh, God. If I ever have a daughter, can she be Nomi Laporte? Please. I mean, my last name's not Laporte, so that's never gonna happen. I'm not French. But oh, she's awesome.